Oh, okay, okay. Well, I guess religion creeps in other ways too, but patriotism is a tool. Mm, yeah, now here I am. No, it's not. Patriotism is good and right. Well, I think it is, you know, and glory, glory, hallelujah to that. So moving on. God, I'm botching this.
The benefit of the rich, and that the mass of people are overwhelmingly exploited and forced into these types of jobs in order to pay rent and in order to have money to buy food. Um, and I do subscribe to a belief that in the future, revolution of some description will lead to a distribution of wealth.
What revolution? Huh? What are you gonna? How are you gonna repel against it? Huh? What revolution can you have except friggin' to realize that you're gonna friggin' cause friggin' your national structure to deteriorate to a point where the leader effect will not be possible, and everything and everyone that is dependent on mechanized friggin' sustenance or living, because we all rely on cheap oil for our food, for our shelter, for our livelihood, will be out. And then you're done. Demolition in the year zero, or destruction in the year zero. And if you haven't noticed, we've got a nuclear net of freaking self-destruct proof freaking things. And if the power, shift of power in government shifts from freaking the eastern and central and northern hemisphere to freaking back to where all the oil is, it ain't going to survive it, you know? We're going to have to figure that one out on a global scale. And we're not going to do it with like some kumbaya freaking Marxist freaking failed revolution. You know what's wrong with socialists? I'll tell you what's wrong with socialists. First off, they discounted the lowest class. You know, oh, the Uber polemics or whatever they were, I forget, stupid Marx speech. But, you know, yeah, Marx had all these little classes of the bourgeois and the protean and, damn it. Anyway, the point was that he had the working class and he had the riffraff, and he had the petty tyrants, and he had the tyrants, you know, and you're not gonna friggin' win your revolution by friggin' picking it up with the working class. It won't work. And in today's industrial age, post-industrial age, information age, that's just stupid. We're just grinding our gears of freaking social progressive duplicity. That's the problem with that. And, you know, personally, I think we could use a little nationalism, you know? Keep our country strong. Countries are like cells. And if we want a healthy world, we need healthy cells, you know? That's the cells in the body. Not freaking prison cell, by the way. Anyway, freaking anti-American crap pisses me off. People are so idiotic with their freaking Marxist fantasies.
Their own homeless people, their own people needing healthcare, let alone the rest of the world. This I need to see with my own eyes.
Well, God, read a history book! What the hell? You know, freaking for up until about 200 years ago, friggin' the worst poverty in America has friggin' been the best luxury of friggin' the past. You know, you had your stupid medieval serfs and people friggin' slaving away to 30 and 40, working in freaking Jamestown or Maryland or wherever, you know, because there wasn't diddle squat to do. You know, and that's the reason the Indians got dispersed, is because friggin' they were disposable, you know? Uh, they would have probably had the same culture if we did. But maybe they wouldn't have, because maybe they were content with the land. Maybe, like Asia and stuff, you had your lot in life, and that's where you were. Unlike the West, where we were all packed up into cold countries, so we were just shiveled into these little freaking forts where we had to learn to work together, you know, because friggin' someone was always friggin' bombing the friggin' walls. You know, that's why friggin' white people are friggin' uh, like that. You know, it's why we're so friggin', why we're supposedly so friggin' imperialist. Just because, you know, white people don't love each other. We freaking hate each other. We make all kinds of divisions. We find every little reason to fight. The only difference between us is that we're more collective about it. It's always stupid reasons, you know. And like they say, you know, maybe the Western world made friggin' industrial Western society, but because of friggin' the ozone layer, only the dark-skinned people will live to inherit it. We'll all be dead. It'll just be friggin' the darkest-skinned people that friggin' trying to remember friggin' what the friggin' mighty pale face was like, you know? Of course, that's a lot of their friggin' hopes and fantasies right there, you know? You know? Save yourself. That's stupid. What?
Yeah. So I've gone on long enough. I don't believe
No,
in
wait.
believing in things.
I
So
do believe in believing in things. And I think we better start believing in it. You know, we could change things. You know, 1930s, 40s, and 50s America wasn't so bad. It just needed a little tweak here and there. Just a little thing to take the collectivism out. You know, just a few little things to make the inadequacies wrong. We've learned our lessons. We've got the 21st century. We could start over again. You know, and if you don't think America is important, I guarantee you, if America crashes, it'll drag everything down in. We need to spread it around the world, but we also need to freaking realize that the world can't sustain this many people. It's just true, you know. There's nine. There's the population needs to be about 1 in 10. And God, don't ask me how it's supposed to get there, you know. I would just say through freaking random, fair, selective, no, not selective, just, there's no way. We're stupid lemmings, you know, and when the freaking bonobos take over, freaking, I hope they do better, but we'll probably nuke everything off the planet till freaking, it'll have to start over with the freaking squid or something, you know? The great human race. You wouldn't wonder why aliens don't land? 'Cause they just ride by for the freaking thrills. Freaking, you know, like running, it's like people in the safari cart running by the lions and elephants and tigers, you know. Who's gonna get out of the cart to freaking take a picture? Like get their heads stomped on by an elephant. God, it's just so idiotic.